Hello everybody, my name is Kriva and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 3 as Germany, leader of the Axis powers, and we start off with a new trade deal. We would give Italy some energy. Also, Portugal wants energy. That's the advantage when you're actually losing money, then the AI is more inclined to ever actually offer you deals for what they want. It's a really odd thing almost, but it's useful. So now we're only losing 3 every day, but we're gaining a lot of... Oh, we will no longer receive money for supplies of the Soviet Union. Let's have a look around. Australia doesn't have money though. Brazil has money and needs supplies. So here Brazil... No, you don't want to do this? Why wouldn't you? Oh wait, we need to actually sell... No, they still don't want to buy it. Damn it. Oh well, let's decline that. Nationalist China, Communist China, Sweden. Sweden, it's not that much, but they might buy some. Now apparently no one wants to buy my supplies anymore. Let's see. Wow, we're the only 2 nations in the world not making money, Germany and Ethiopia. Yeah. Oh, the US is making lots of money. Maybe they want to buy more supplies. Yes, they do actually. I believe 19.4 is still the maximum. There they go. Yes, the US is buying our supplies now. So that's good for us. Means more money. Yes, sure, Sweden can have energy. We're still producing a lot. And if the trade stops... Italy has completely annexed Ethiopia. So this is now... Okay, so they have actually conquered it. Oh, what? Interesting. Turkey is aligning themselves to the Comintern. That's actually unexpected. Axis. Yeah, so here is Hungary. It's going really quickly towards us. I guess we could just get Portugal to our side as well. So we're going to influence Portugal too. Because they have to be at least very far down in that triangle towards our side. Supplies for money. Oh, we have actually built something. Destroyer, which is actually for the Kriegsmarine. And this will actually should speed up our tech for destroyer stuff slightly, I guess. Yeah, it's 6.5%, but it's negligible because, well, it still impacts 60% of the complete package. So, but the research doesn't always update as swiftly as it could. Oh wow, how's our intelligence doing? USA, oh yeah, support our party in the USA. Austria, there's actually now 1% of our party. And Switzerland also has some 1% of our party. So it's a really slow process, but it eventually will work out. From the former masters. Okay, they've declared independence. I believe that... Wait, what? That's an odd one. What? That's really weird. Okay. Because they are usually then a puppet state of... Oh, they is a puppet of Italy. I thought like, what? No, Italy released Ethiopia as their puppet. I was like, it just had a really weird way of putting it down. Yay, more money. Actually, that's gonna give us a plus again. And another submarine. So that would be also a level 2 submarine. It has more experience because, well, it has been training it quite a bit. Which is good. Trade agreement, more energy for money. Yeah, we're soon not going to get any more energy, but we're now making money. Yay. No, we're not buying fuel. I would rather buy crude oil than buy fuel. So, yep, so I would actually like to start buying even more crude oil. USA has a ton of oil to offer us. What if we just bought 50 oil per day for as long as our money keeps up? So we just need to make sure we cancel it. Oh, they actually... Oh, because we're giving so much money, they actually want to give money back. Which is actually quite amazingly interesting. Ah, our first attack. Oh yes, of course. I wanted to pause it and then I accidentally unpaused it. So we have even more attack advantage. So we have small arms level 2, infantry support level 2, anti-tank barrels, and sights advance, anti-aircraft barrel and ammunition. Now all of this is so many abbreviations. So infantry, marines, paratroopers, mountain, motorized, mechanized, and WSS, Waffen-SS, our special unit. And the same ones are over here. And of course infantry theory +1. And on this side we have anti-tank and tank destroyer. Basically these are motorized and these are just, well, Panzerfaust troops. And here we have anti-air and motorized anti-air. Difference between motorized and mechanized is motorized is cars, mechanized is tracks, half tracks, usually. So it's, yeah, that's the difference. So I'm going to click 3 of them and go to details. Now, what we have finished is these 2. Now, what I'm going to do is stop that research and switch over to the other 2. They will be done in August of this year. Same with the anti-tank barrels, actually, because we're switching to the other 2. The ammunition and muzzle for the anti-tank, and carriage and sights for the AA. This will also be done in August. Now, a very much easier way of putting them all down there where I want them is just using this on the whole stack, and then everything is in order again, the way I like it. And that's the way. Yeah, so as you can see, even though our research in operational level command is almost halfway done, anti-aircraft carriage and sights is going to be done earlier, because this is a 1 difficulty research, an operational level command structure, that's the one. Yes, it's a level 5 research, and of course there's the thing about this all. So our theory has gone up in both artillery and infantry, and now it has less impact on DK if you do it like this. And yes, our practical has gone down because we haven't finished building our units yet. And again, we are deploying our first artillery brigades. That's actually very nice. And what I want to do is just attach them to any unit that has only 3 infantry, preferably the ones on the Western Front first, but those were our first 2 artillery brigades. So we have every 3 infantry has a support of an artillery brigade, and eventually every of our 2 infantry will have anti-air support. At one point you can also start, when you start stacking them up, well, basically in the beginning you will have stacks of 1 group of 3 infantry and an artillery, like in Saarbrücken now, plus 2 infantry and anti-air. That's a really strong stack. In the beginning you have 10,000 plus 7,000 men in 1 province along the entire line. Every province will have 17,000 men defending it. Once you want to go into the Soviet Union, what you want is to have that 17,000 stack and its neighboring one in a single province, and add a stack with anti-tank as well. So you will have, I think the anti-tank is also 7,000, so you'll have 41,000 in each province along a twice as big line. I believe it will be from Memel through Poland all the way through Romania, because I believe there's a point where Russia just takes this bit of Romania, then Romania is like, hey, we want to join the Axis because the Comintern is assholes, and you allow them because you'll get the entire Balkan, you will just force Yugoslavia and Greece as well, and Italy will at one point hopefully take Albany. Hungary will also just join, and you know what happens, or should happen, with Austria and the Czechs. And Russia will also try and defeat Finland, take a bit of a beating at first, and then take it. It's just how the way it goes. Then there's, of course, Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania, and they will all be, well, taken over by the Russians as well. So then, basically, the front line will be from Memel, a little bit like this, all the way to here. And you want a full army corps in every province along that line before you attack, preferably. A little bit less in some places is enough if you want to push at certain positions along that line, but that's the general idea of what you want to do. Hey, we have more artillery done. Let's see, Neustetten can have one too, that's actually this one. They will slowly be built and... oh, more supply. Oh, Jesus. Guys, even more. Yay. This slows down our losses significantly, which is nice. The Krone is actually the next one. And we have artillery barrel and ammunition advance. And we'll switch, of course, to carriage and sights, which is 17th of August. Which actually comes below the operational level command structure. So, yay for them. That actually, what does it do? Oh yeah, attack movement means they're faster in the area they're attacking to. Oh, we will no longer receive rare materials. It's a shame, but it's still more monetary income. And more brigades are done. So, and right now, all of our divisions only support 4 groups of regiments. That will in the future, actually with research, it can become 5. So right now I want this guy to go to Stettin. I want the 3rd Army to just move up to Kolberg, but I am going to attach to that group regardless. So, and what you're going to do is basically, well, move my troops back and forth to this area once I start building them, because I'm not yet. Ooh, good job, Romania. More of them. And they already stopped it. They just wanted a single month of supplies. Argentina, yeah. Ooh, we have our first interceptor. Does it mean there's not a new one being constructed? It might be. But that's our first interceptor that I've built. So I need to queue another one. It will go down at the bottom. But it means that my this one will take even shorter. Hang on, I'll cancel it for a second. Because my practical has gone up by 2 now. When we look at the tech, we see fighter. Oh no, it's down here. Light aircraft practical has decayed to 9, but has gone up to 11 again. But we're gonna need more of them regardless. So this one can go into Münster. And we'll actually get its own new... Once I add another one, it will probably be better. Here is Gruppe B. This one is also to Gruppe B. That's fine. We'll add more once they're built. Supplies to the Soviets. To Albany Energy. To... Okay, now is a good point to stop the importation of that huge amount of oil. Importing 50 crude oil, so we will regain a lot of money. We have finally discarded the useless trade agreement. Yeah, it wasn't that useless because we have gained quite a bit of fuel from it. But now we can build up again to a point where it's just like, hey, give me all your shit. And then it's nice. Metal. Well, I could, well, over 50 income in metal is fine. I don't like the income we have in rare materials though. So let's see, who produces the most? Of course it's the US at 55. Okay, we have, 2 researches done that don't have a follow-up. And this is the one for, yeah, so yay, aircraft stuff is up. So these are all 39, which is way too far in the future, as are these. So what I'm going to switch to is more submarine research, actually. I'm going to go with engine and torpedoes for now. Will be done in March of next year, so I can just move these 3 down. Because they're still 37, so they're still a little bit more difficult. But I want to have them done as I do the hull. And the hull I will continue to the next level as well. And that's because since you can upgrade anti-aircraft, it doesn't matter as much to research that one a little bit later. But if we get this all at level 4 before the war and then crank out a lot of submarines, we can actually impact the war quite heavily. And yeah. At one point you also need to start to think, do I want to invade... the UK, and when do I want to do it then? Light tank gun advance, so we'll switch over to armor. And that's October 25th. Well, it's just one, so I can just pull it up like this. And there it is. It just finishes right before Schwerpunkt. Timing is nice. Oh, Soviet Union. Yeah, the mouse is a little bit twitchy. How's our production going? Consumer goods are fine. Reinforcements are actually perfect. Supplies is a bit high. Yeah, so actually price rising reinforcement is perfectly fine for this because it keeps the consumers happy. It keeps the supplies going, which I kind of need to actually have some of them. Oh, destroyer armor and engine. That's 38. So we'll switch to the armaments actually on them. That's October 2nd of this year still, so that's really good. And well, if you might as well research the armament already, the anti-aircraft armament, I mean, because well, that's what destroyers do, as well as light cruisers are really good in anti-aircraft fighting. Holy crap! No, we're not producing any oil right now. No. No. The reason I don't want to do fuel is because it's actually more expensive than just getting the crude oil. So hang on, we have 7.4. Let's look at fuel and just go to, wow, only 7 left in Venezuela. Our surplus is higher than Venezuela's, which is funny. Let's just go to the US again. Yeah, let you know. We had $7.50, so we want to buy about this much. So now we'll gain another 15, so now we don't really deplete our supply of money that fast. No, everyone is now giving me fuel offers, which is insane and not what I want at all. Light tank engine means we switch to reliability. 24th of October, that goes right below armor. Huh. Interesting. There we go. Everything is going well. Soon have the armored car hull and submarine hull as well. There we go. So submarine hull. That's the one I actually am going to continue, and only need to speed it up to May 21st. That's a good point. Now armored car armor is going to be replaced by gun, and that's going to be October 23rd of this year. So it's around the same time as light tank and wait, why are you there? There you go. So our research is going as planned. It's just now we need to wait a little bit longer, but that's fine. Oh yeah, the hull, it's at visibility, which means it's less likely to be detected from the air and others. That money actually went up, which is weird. Oh, we have a full division ready, which actually goes to Ratibor. There we go. You will be connected to Opheln. And you get a leader, preferably 3 with attack. Don't have any 3s with attack. Any 2s with attack left? No, actually not. Well, then we'll get you an engineer. Sure, we will give you supplies. We will definitely give those supplies to the Soviet. Give them supplies for money. No, I don't want to buy your fuel because that's a waste of my money. Spanish Civil War has started. Ooh, we get a decision, which is kind of fun. It's not as effective a decision as it was in the original timeline. Anyway, if you want to see it, like this just happened in Spain, basically. There's a civil war. So in early 36, after the electoral victory of the socialists, popular demands for social equality evolved into virtual revolution against the clergy, landowners, and monarchists. Mobs attacked churches and tried to collectivize farms. Unions started strikes and anarchists assassinated enemies of the people. The newly installed government was unable to restore order. The Spanish army joined the conservatives and Catholics to put down the social revolution, and they thus styled themselves the nationalists. The government, facing an army rebellion, styled themselves republicans and decided to fight, joining in with the forces of revolution. The Spanish Civil War had begun. Many countries like Germany, Italy, and the Soviet Union intervened with forces in the conflict. Now, they actually didn't forcibly intervene, but they did some stuff. So we need to have one of these. True, we have. Anyway, we're gonna intervene. It's not as strong as you might think. So it's actually exactly the same text. But we intervened, and that's fine. Oh, Soviet Union. There goes our rare materials supply for now. Nationalist Spain. Yeah, I'm offering you energy for money. There we have it. Yeah. No, and definitely no. So let's go back to diplomacy and see if the US wants to sell us some of its rare materials. They do. They're very likely. They're still... What? They want to give it all. Then we'll buy 50 of it. If they're very likely to sell it, sure thing. Ooh, more rare materials for a lesser price as well. 3.12. That's actually pretty good. No. No. God, I need to just... 3.12. Well, I can definitely get some more oil for that, so... Let's go back to the... Yeah, Italy doesn't want to sell it because they're not a producer. But Venezuela usually does. So I need to sell 3... Here we go. Oh, they're almost out of what they're willing to sell. Well, they're exactly under the... Oh, they still declined unexpectedly, but oh well. Maybe... No, Mexico doesn't... Well, Persia might want to sell. Otherwise, we'll wait a week and just start buying it from the US itself. Persia does want to sell it. That's nice. Let's go back to intelligence. We see Switzerland. Now there's an 8% power of the... popularity, actually, of our party, the National Socialists. But it's a different name. Eidgenössische Sammlung. Okay. Austria, it's not noticeable just yet, but they... Yeah, I don't know idea why. And in America, the German American Bund is at 3%. Perfectly fine. UK actually also has a quite big movement. So let's support our party there as well, just for shits and giggles. And here we want to disrupt national unity in France. And I guess we can take on another nation. And I should say, why shouldn't we go to Romania? Where are you, Romania? Okay, so Europe then. Or is it? Oh, Romania. So yeah, let's send spy priority. Let's get it up as well as our party. Because we have a lot of power and spies left over. No Canada and no Australia. They're all trying to sell me fuel. What is this? Republican Spain. Of course, yeah, they don't really like us anymore. No longer receive money for supplies, no longer receive money for energy. Haiti. Yeah, sure, Haiti can have some supplies. We're losing 3 a day, which is doable. Oh, reorganization of the War Ministry. The administration of the War Ministry has been quite dissatisfactory lately, to say the least. Unfortunately, this view isn't shared by all members of the government. On the bright side, one of your highest-ranking officers has offered to arrange a minor scandal just to give a reorganization of the ministry some legitimacy. So we have a few weeks of leadership up and daily dissent change. Ooh, we do need more ministers like him right now. So I need to wait for the end of the day. So hang on. Yeah, we need to open up this one. There we go. So we get a few more extra spies for a few weeks. That's nice. More research. Yeah, that will soon disappear. I believe it doesn't. Okay, well, we're soon done with the escort tech. Wow, our spies are really racking up. Where was Hungary? So, all of them. Yeah, alright, USA. Well, they're getting one more spy. Now we need Hungary as well. Jeez. Yes, so let's get some spies into Hungary, so they're on our side as well, for certain. Soviet Union no longer receive money for supplies. Ugh. It's less. They want supplies in Romania. There we go. Escort carrier, which means we go to aircraft carrier tech. Now, this is always a gamble with Germany. What kind of fleet do you want? Because aircraft carrier are just... They are overpowered in this game. They really, really are strong. But, yeah, it's just a question. Do you want to have them trade off for Italy? Sure thing. Romania stops it. What is this? Finland, money for energy, sure thing. Might have to stop some more crude oil moving. Okay, now stop with this because this has dropped, obviously. This needs to go up, this needs to go up. There we go. That should be perfectly fine. Battleship engine and... Ooh, nationalist China declared war on the Gangxi clique. Interesting development. I don't remember having seen that happen before. So we've gone this one to 36. Well, I guess we could just do the anti-aircraft armament upgrade, or should we... Yeah, because I'm going to focus mostly on destroyers and battleships if I want to build any, so probably these are not going to... I'm just... Then why am I researching aircraft technology? I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it to be for now. These don't necessarily need to be researched because it's only affecting cavalry. This is militia. PTS is... What again? Yeah, I know. I will look back there in a second. PTS would be... So you have militia, you have garrison, and military police, I think. You're gonna want some garrison at least for your ships, for your harbors. Oh, we're actually over production now. Oh, upgrades. We're actually upgrading now. I'm gonna put you back on manual control. So yeah, I know, I get this. Resource stockpile almost empty. Money in a month. You're gonna up to 0.50 just because that usually takes care of everything. You're going down to 0. Supplies are perfectly fine. We can work that up sooner or when we need it even. And you're going to 48 just to make sure nothing weird happens. So let's just build a couple of garrison brigades. Well, first doing the research. Okay, that was research. So garrisons do get like help from this, but it's not the most necessary research to do. We're doing sea lane defense would be destroyers, and yeah, so what I'm gonna do is start researching these two. Takes me until 19th. Hell no, I'm not gonna do it if it takes 2 years. Fighter ground control. I'm probably not gonna have a lot of heavy bombers or these, so well, this one can be done, I guess. So that's 3rd March of next year, which is perfectly fine to do. Logistical strikes, and we might as well just research this already and get some practical tech in there. So now what we do? Why do we need garrisons? To guard our ports. So we have 1, 2 ports. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And in the future, 10, because Memel will also be ours before everything is done. Oh, Bornholm was actually Danish. Oh, yeah. You can easily get confused with what's in what area, what country in the world because of the bloody... So what we're going to do for a garrison is just we're making them reserves. We're making them 2 parallel, and a series of 5 is fine in length. We'll make it a 3 garrison plus an... What's the best against ships? Armor against hard attack, soft attack. I guess an artillery will be fine, I suppose. Anti-tank gives you a lot of piercing, though. Speed doesn't matter at all because garrisons are extremely slow. Partisan, no. Fuel supply, officers. Supply is actually almost the same in every, yeah. Now I think anti-aircraft is actually the perfect one for this because, well, aircraft, I mean, if they use them to help getting off, so. And they have a much higher defensiveness, so it's really good. So let's start production of this as well. And here we go. We should be fine with production for a while. We are actually working on that one thing there. Ah, yes, we finished the first few of our... Yay, we finished all of the land forts along this border. I mean, these are level 10 land forts. I don't have to check them, but they are. So that's almost suicide. But at least already level 1 already negates a lot of the strength. And it has sped up our factories until late October. We're still working on our infrastructure as well. And if you can see here, we have construction practical of 7.5 right now. So it really speeds that up quite a bit. We're working on these two, which is perfectly fine. An escort convoy, yeah, we're just building them because we will need them in the end anyway. We have one of these still building, so we have 2 of them. Okay, yeah, I guess we can just start counting here what we need. We have 1, 2, 3 of these brigades, which we're actually going to have to pull back home for a while as well, because we cannot actually add them on here. So actually we're all going to send you back to Königsberg for now on strategic redeployment. So we can move them here, add artillery, and then move them back after that. So we have 3. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 provinces. Well, we might get Pogegen as well, not entirely sure. Still 10 provinces. We have 3, so we need 7 regular infantry divisions and with artillery. So we need 1, 2, 3. We need to make it a serial of 3 and 1 separate one with artillery. So start production. 1 extra of them. There we go. And what was I building again? I was building AA because that's most useful. So we need as well, and for these we just need 10 because that's what we need. There we go. Let's start you as well. And there we go. That's everything we need. Production is going to slow down. And every time something finishes, such as the destroyer and the submarine, they will go back down on the list regardless, as well as this aircraft, which actually frees up 16. So I guess we can just... we already have quite a few of these groups, so maybe just 1 more and then we'll start building other just interceptors. I think we're just going to need a lot of interceptors. So we'll build 1 more for the practical a little bit and then just go into mass producing interceptors, because they're going to be important. Anyway, this is going to be the end of this episode. We're now already in July. We've built some stuff. We've had a lot of trade deals go well. Losing a lot of money again. So maybe just 1 more small adaptation. Crude oil for 7.5. Just a lot. So importing a lot of money, of course. So Persia 6.4. That's not enough. 8.3, I think this one is what we're going to cancel. That one is cancelled, and that's it. So, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys later.